Division 4, the final football take of the 2012 football season. I promised myself I wouldn't cry, or at least do it off camera. Seton Catholic and Blue Ridge. A rematch, sort of last year's semifinals in which Blue Ridge mopped the floor with Seton. Ran right at them. We're faster, we're bigger, we're physical. They just push Seton around all over the place. Seton hasn't forgotten that. Seton feels they're better off for the wear. The question is, are they better off for the wear? And how in the world can Seton go up to Flagstaff and pull this one out?
Yeah, I think we had a lot of questions before last week, but they played Sholo last week, who's another White Mountains team, which is pretty similar. Hard-nosed, likes to run the ball.
Mingus, too, the week before.
And Mingus. And Seton won. They came back to win the Mingus game, and then they beat Sholo handily. So, they're ready for this. I don't think they're going to be dominated like they were last year. Blue Ridge is going to try to establish the run, and they want to run, and they're going to get yards. But I think the Seton defense now knows what to expect, and the offense knows, Blue Ridge is faster probably than any defense they've seen. So they're going to be ready for what Blue Ridge brings. Does that mean they'll win? It's hard to say. They played really well against Sholo. They did better against Sholo than Blue Ridge did, so that gives them hope. Blue Ridge has been such a perennial power. So this is another game that looks like it could be a good matchup, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it go either way.
Yeah, Chance Cox, a huge factor for Blue Ridge, very hobbled because of a foot injury. That's a big deal in Seton's favor. Nolan Cook's going to get the ball a lot. He's a 1,500-yard rusher for Blue Ridge, so that's exactly what they're going to do, and they're going to try to run the ball between the tackles. The other element that Seton is worried about is Skylar Hill, Blue Ridge's quarterback. Both will throw when he needs to and is very mobile. So there's basically a three-pronged offensive attack that Blue Ridge can run at you. That's going to be obviously a high priority for Seton. I'm curious to see if Seton can throw the ball wide on Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge pretty good defensively, very good defensively, but at least until since last year, hasn't seen a passing attack as good as Seton is. Most people counting this, I'm with you, I think this is going to be a close game. Most people are counting this as a Blue Ridge win. I could see Blue Ridge winning. I think it'll actually be closer than a lot of people think. Is there one or two things that have to happen for Seton to pull off the quote-unquote upset?
Well, Matt Haggerty's Seton's best player, and he's a very confident guy, and he's going to have a big game. They're going to be watching him, but he's going to have to make plays. They're going to get him the ball a lot, and if he can, soften up that defense and make some plays and just kind of lead by example, so the rest of the Seton guys are saying, hey, this is Blue Ridge, but we have a shot. So I think he's an important player. Then obviously with the quarterback situation, Ryan Bresnahan and David Gesicki, they've been going back and forth since Bresnahan got hurt, and now they're platooning. So it's a nice option to have. If one of them has the hot hand, then Coach Rex Bowser can go with him. And if he sees different things, and now Blue Ridge has a game plan for both of them, so that might help them. But one of them needs to step up and have a really good game.
Yeah, Gesicki mobile and can throw. Bresnahan a very quick release, and that's been part of what's been a terrific story for Seton is how well those two quarterbacks have been able to coexist since they've both been healthy, and how well it's worked out for a team.